If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. In the background there will be some gameplay from, believe it or not, some games that I played. Mad. I'm probably going to put some packs in the background as well. Today I'm just going to sit down, I'm going to talk to you, and that's going to be it. Yesterday there was no Road to Glory. Reason being, I didn't have anything that I wanted to do, and that's kind of the topic of today's Road to Glory, and that's probably why it's a lot shorter than normal. So, in a nutshell, yesterday I sat down and I was like, right, what do I do today? And I was looking at the options, and that wasn't just Road to Glory, it was just in general. What do I do? And the game is at the point where not many people care about it anymore in terms of playing it, and less people care about watching it. I'm in a bit of a bind right now with regards to what to do in general, not just on the Road to Glory. And when that's the case, things start to become problematic, right? So this time last year, I don't know what promo we were in the middle of, whether it was Future Stars or whether it was Ones to Watch or whatever. I don't know where we were last year, but what I do know is the views and people clicking on videos and requesting videos and player reviews, they were all there or thereabouts, and people were just as happy to watch them, despite the fact that last year, in my opinion, was the most complained about iteration of FIFA we've ever had. I think people complained more last year than they have this year, because this year people have just decided to give up. It's not even a case of, oh, I'll just sit here and moan about it. It's a case of, I'm just going to give up on the game completely. I want to drag up the comment section here just in case there is something in the comment section. Where the hell is the Road to Glory? Right, just in case there is something in the comment section worth like discussing and that's sort of going to come across my own. Right, so let's talk about this then before we. Let's talk about this before we get to what the main purpose of this video would be then. Top comment on yesterday's video was, winter refresh cards are meant to be the quote-unquote missing link in your squad building. Like, Burnout from PSG gets the green link to Neymar that we needed. He is a League One left back. I love the vids. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for the comment. And I would suppose you're trying to clear it up, but that's not what winter refresh is. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know what you're saying, and I know that's what EA have gone for, but that doesn't make any sense. That's not... I mean, they should literally just bring out a missing link promo, right? So they get all of the, like, what I would call Class 1 players in the game. Mbappe, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, and some... Not icons, because they link to everyone. But some of the top-end cards... They know what the most popular cards are, right? It's the ones that are the most searched for, the ones that are most bought, the ones that are most traded. Go and have a look to see what those cards are. Have a look to see who scored the most goals with who, or whom. And then go, right, let's give, for instance, Bernat, who gets a strong link to, not Messi, gets a strong link to Neymar, or Mbappe, if you want to put him down as like a CDM and switch in game, whatever. Then, you know, you can go and give him a card. We literally call it missing links. Like, that's the promo. What a winter refresh promo is, in my opinion, and it's kind of what they started with, was like Eriksen. He has now moved club, right? He now plays for Inter. Give him a helping hand, boost him up 1 or 2 ratings, awesome. Move him to Inter, awesome. Done. That's it. Because that's essentially what it was in the past, right? Winter ones to watches in the past were just transferred cards for new clubs. So Ibra, who's had a ones to watch before, when he moved club, you get the idea, right? But what they've done now is they've incorporated these missing links instead of just going, hey, look, there's João Pedro, who plays for Cagliari, for instance, right? He scored like 14 goals this season. Let's boost him up massively because he's not really had the informs because we're incompetent. He's not had the informs or the special cards. Let's just give him a big boost. Danny Ings, second highest goal scorer in the Premier League. I know, we'll give him a boost as well. I've got a dedicated video talking about all those players that have missed out. But that's what they should have done. And then they should have done a different promo. I digress. That's not the point of the video. Let me go back to what I was saying. So I sat down and I was like, right, what can I do today? And then that's when that sort of, I want to talk about the promo a little bit. Let's talk about the missing cards. I think I might do one with missing upgrades because they're only going for the top 3 or players that are going to get a +3, which is a bit stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is. So I might do a video on that as well. But apart from that, I was thinking, right, player reviews. I could go out and review some of the Winter Refresh, but I did a Winter Refresh review on Ericsson. Didn't do very well. No one really cares. I did one on Verdi, which was a little bit better, but I had to complete the entire league to get it. I'm nowhere near completing the Spanish league, and it's not worth spending all the coins to get it. So I was literally at a loose end. And by the time I actually worked out what I wanted to do and I actually got it done, I was then like, Road to Glory. I don't even know what I'll do. It would be just playing a game for the sake of it, right? And I was going to make this video yesterday, but I thought I'd put it out today because it gave me a little bit of time to sit there and think about it. But essentially, what the whole point of this episode of the Road to Glory is, obviously in the background you're going to see the progression. Some days you won't get a Road to Glory, basically, like yesterday, and there won't be any explanation as to why. You just have to assume that there was nothing to do a video on, you know? I've noticed that views and interaction in general on these Road to Glory episodes, they're only ever really good if I manage to pack something huge. Unless I'm opening an icon pack or I get something like Winter Refresh Ericsson in the last episode, people, you know, apart from the proper core audience, people don't really care. And I get it, it makes sense, you know, if you're only really interested in the top end stuff, like people packing good things or opening, you know, like player picks and things like that, that makes sense. I get it, I understand that, that's fine. But I can't justify, for your sanity and mine, I can't justify just going into 2 or 3 games, recording the footage just for the sake of playing them. We're not doing anything, we're just going in and recording it for the sake of recording it, and then just putting the episode out as a Road to Glory. It's not fair on you to have to sit there through just 2 or 3 pointless games, and it's also, I wouldn't say it's not fair on me, I don't mind, right, but I don't really see the point in going, right, I'm just going to go into 2 or 3 games now with this team, we're going to play with it for no reason whatsoever, just for the sake of playing with it. Do you really care about that? I just feel bad for you, basically. So I took a day out yesterday, and I was trying to think about what I wanted to do, and the whole point of this video is not necessarily saying there won't be a Road to Glory every day, because I am kind of happy to do that, but I want your feedback, because if you're kind of happy for me to take this Road to Glory in a slightly different direction, then I can more than guarantee daily uploads for you, because there's always going to be something to work towards. Well, not work towards, but to do. So what I'm trying to say is, we don't do foot champs for several reasons, and that's not the be-all and end-all of a Road to Glory. I know a lot of people sort of lost interest when I said I wasn't going to do foot champs anymore. There are reasons behind it, we've been through that. But even if we were doing foot champs, I only ever played to 14 wins anyway. And then I get packs that you get to see anyway. Literally, the only thing you're missing out on is red picks, which are generally bad anyway. Like, every team of the week is full of 90% trash, and then the other 10% is Mbappe and maybe one other player that would be good to get. Everything else is sort of mid-range. Oh, it's nice to have, but I'm never going to use it. I've got so many red cards in my club that I don't use, just because they're pointless middle-of-the-road cards, and that's... You know, I just don't see the point in grinding towards those for the sake of having them and doing nothing with them. That's the problem. Now, my proposal is, and I've been through this before, but I just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. My proposal is, we'll still do packs, I'll still do League SBC method, and some days there will genuinely be rather, content to do. So if EA ever decide to drop a player SBC, we can complete it, and we can try them out, and whatever. We can open the packs that come with it, etc, etc. However, on days that there is literally nothing to do, it's just a case of, I'll just play some games. Well, what we're going to do is, obviously, if you want to leave suggestions, feel free, and I will take up your suggestions. But if you want to just leave player names that you want me to use, now that we have a handful of upgrades, and there are loads of cards in the game that I actually haven't tried from back when, you know, like week 1, week 2 of Team of the Week. I've not tried out a lot of those because I didn't have the coins at the time or anything like that. Then I'm more than happy to go back and pick up players that I've not tried before, put them in a team and go and use them and basically do like little player reviews within the Road to Glory. But that's not something I wanted to just force upon you. It's something I wanted to suggest, because if you don't want to see it, then it is quite literally pointless me doing it. Now, I'm more than happy to do that. You know, I don't mind playing games. It's no skin off my nose whatsoever, but obviously it would only be like 2 or 3 games, and the gameplay would be stretched out to an episode, and maybe we'll do like 1 or 2 packs at the end just to sort of have a little bit of filler. We'll go through some comments. Some days there'll be live gameplay, other days it'll just be like this, where the gameplay's all happening in the background and I'm just talking to you. But generally, that's what's going to happen. Otherwise, you're going to get like 2 or 3 Road to Glory episodes a week, because the EA just don't drop enough these days to keep me engaged. And people are not engaged enough with the gameplay this year. For some reason, they were last year. So many people moaned last year because it was so unrealistic, and people just kept pinging crosses to the back post and doing first-time shots and time finesses and things. This year, people have to play as proper football as you can, really. Just pass. But no one's interested. So it's a bit of a weird one. Like, people complaining last year that it was too arcadey, and this year it's a lot more realistic, and people just don't care. I don't know. I'm not saying it is 100% realistic, of course I'm not, but it's far more realistic this year than what it was last year, that's for damn sure. But, you know, it is what it is. Any other comment there? EA are a-holes. Timo Werner's base card got a +3. All his special cards got +2, except for his 89 Player of the Month, which only got a +1. How does that work? Exactly. It's deliberate, and they've done it specifically because they don't want people to gain, which is unbelievable when you really think about it. Like, they've not upgraded certain cards that got upgrades purely because they don't want you to get something for nothing. That's why they don't upgrade, or they haven't upgraded the objective Future Stars cards. They don't want you to get something for nothing. They want you to put FIFA points in. They want you to spend your actual hard-earned money, despite the fact that they quite literally earn hundreds of millions, if not billions of pounds on Ultimate Team alone, purely from FIFA points. But they still want you to put more. They still want more. How greedy can you get? But no, it's true. If you go and have a look at some upgrades, if you're going to have a look at a few upgrades, you'll notice that, why didn't that inform go up? It's because the like Haaland, for instance. I think Haaland's a prime example. Some of his cards, like his base card goes up, and his shooting exactly matches the shooting of the inform or something. So his 79 came out. Obviously, the 79 base card came out. Then the 82, 84, 86, 87. The Player of the Month doesn't go up because they've calculated it all correctly so that it stops before it gets to that. So the next time he gets an inform, it'll be 1 under his Player of the Month. Then it'll be the same as his Player of the Month. So instead of just bumping up the Player of the Month to the 90 or 91 and then having his Future Stars go up to 93, 94, which would have been perfectly acceptable, because then he could still get a team of the season that's like 97, 98. No, they want to be really stingy with it, and they want to stretch it out, and they want to just drain you of coins, essentially. It's very irritating. There's very little we can do about it, and that's just the way EA work. There we are. So Aaron Robertson says Delaney played 6 games this year and got a headliner, but that's irrelevant because, again, that's EA trying to get money out of you. They give him a little boost, which entices people to open packs. Oh, I've got a headliner, but he doesn't really play that often, so it's unlikely you're going to get something for nothing. That's the point. That's what they've done it for with the headliner. EA they're not clever, because people work this out quite early on, right? But it's really irritating that they literally won't give you. It's not something for nothing. I'm not asking for something for nothing necessarily, but what really irritates me about them is they won't give back even in the slightest. They are hell bent, for whatever reason. I'm trying to upload a video while doing this, by the way. They are hell bent on getting as much out of you as possible, regardless of my cat making noise in the background. Oh no, it's hailstones on the window. I've just blamed my cat for no reason. They're hell-bent on getting as much out of you as possible, despite the fact that they've drained us up until this point. Promos every single week, which I'm not complaining about, but now they want even more again. It's crazy stuff. It is crazy stuff. Anyway, if you want to see the Road to Glory continue daily, I'm not asking for likes and subscribers and all the rest of it. And if you want to do that, feel free to do so, right? But if you want the Road to Glory to continue daily, you're going to have to either give me some suggestions that we can do in every episode, or basically jump on board with me about the little mini player reviews within the dead episode. So when there's nothing to do, when it's not a rewards day, when I don't have packs built, the only other thing to do then is to go into some games, play some games, put the gameplay in the background, talk about the player, or do it live. You know, that's the only thing we can realistically do. That's going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed absolute waffle for 15 minutes, do me a favour and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Those hailstones are ridiculous. And until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.